Hello and welcome to a Sherrie with Sherrie. I wanted to talk today about my short story collections. I've already spoken about the latest two. That's a short story on its own, just a single one, Love and Roses, a Christmas ghost story following on from a holiday romance. A treasury of diverse tales I've discussed before. That's a collection of short stories. I'm having a rest from novels because health-wise it just takes so much energy, and short stories are a lot easier. In the words of Blue Peter, here are two I did earlier. The Journey, let me just refer to my notes so I don't forget anything. Lovely notebook from the family. I love a notebook, and this is a beauty. Let me just check. The Journey, it contains stories from the creative writing class that I used to do that stemmed from exercises. After our tutor retired, we were a self-led group and we would take turns in setting the exercise. Sometimes it would be, we would set one sentence and everyone would have to make a story from that one sentence, and it was amazing how many different viewpoints came across. This was one set by one of the group called John Goodwin. I'm sure he won't mind me sharing his wonderful, wonderful sentence with you. This is the sentence that he set that we started off that exercise with, and the story that I developed was called At 1 in the Afternoon. John's sentence was, he watched the torn teeth of winter's hedgerows saw the sky, while on the wind the church clock exclaimed a single strike across the marsh. I thought that was just beautiful. And so the story just goes on from what happened across the marsh. There are various stories in it. That was Daybreak. I sort of put an alternative look on one of my novels from a different character's point of view. And I've included the exercises in here that we used for some of the stories in case anyone who's interested in writing would like to have a little go at them. And here's the last one in the book. Oh, I must just mention there was another story that I got called The Room, which stemmed from a visit we had, for a sort of inspirational visit to a 17th century farmhouse in Stoke-on-Trent called Ford Green Hall. And it was quite creepy and quite spooky, and you could imagine all the ghosts of the past residents living there. So I made it a ghost story and called it The Room. The last exercise I've included is, I will just read it out. If you want an exercise to try, here's one for you. Write a short piece without naming your character. Set the scene. Does the character care about their appearance? How do they dress? Do they drive? If so, what car? What are their hobbies? Where did they work? Are they retired? Are they sociable or a loner? Are they shy, arrogant, aggressive, kind, selfish, etc.? How do you know this? What traits do they display? So there you go, have a little go at that. The other one that I wrote some years ago is, let me just refer to what I've mentioned about it again. There was a poem in there called Dreams of Long Ago. The first line is, serene and reflective the old woman sits. This was a list poem, which means that you've got the one line or a few words that repeat in each stanza. But this is come to pass. It's about an old woman warming her legs by the fire, thinking of past loves, thinking of why he went away, and she just wallows in times long gone by. Well, that's me. That's what I do. Might be a bit mad, but there we go. That's old age for you. What was the other one? The other one was called Into the Arms of Angels. Can't find it. Into the Arms of Angels, but it's taken from this book, and I entered it into a local competition run by our local newspaper, The Sentinel, in conjunction with Staffordshire University. And I was so surprised to be shortlisted, and I got this award that you can see on the back for runner-up in the adult category. So I was just totally blown away, never expected it at all. So that has pride of place. What else have I got to say? Oh yes, current work in progress is Willow's Dip shorts, and it's all short stories. I can't quite leave Willow's Dip. It's all short stories about the neighbours nosying into each other's business. So that's the work in progress. Anyway, thank you for listening. Cheers. Enjoy your day.